Welcome, folks. Welcome to my corner of YouTube. This is my channel, Divine Hippie 2222. My name is Stephanie, and today I'm doing the general reading for the collective of fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So, all right, fire signs, present energy. We have the Hierophant. To me, this is also our creator. And then future energy. We have the High Priestess. Holy cow. Very similar characteristics. One is traditional and one is, I want to say one is religious and one is spiritual. The other one is spiritual. But that's open for interpretation. That just depends on each individual's definition of those two words and those two concepts. So, before I go any further, let's just clarify. Let's see what's going on. So to clarify the Hierophant for present energy, we have the Seven of Wands, and we have the Ace of Swords. And then to clarify the High Priestess for future energy, we have the King of Pentacles. And we have the Six of Wands. The message I'm getting before I get to the messages is remember all of our lessons. That's what's popping into my head. Remember my lessons. Remember my lessons. Okay? So the Hierophant. Presently, fire signs. The Hierophant is represented by Taurus, which is an indication of order and rules. Remember your lessons. It's also represented by the shoulder and the arms. For me, that's an indication of leadership. Because weight, I say weight, but after I said it, that sounded less than desirable. But the weight is carried on our shoulders and with our arms. This is an indication of traditional institutions, traditional values, conventional, conformity, marriage, commitment, religion, beliefs, and knowledge sharing. So somehow, some way, it is saying traditional values and institutions. It also is an indication of a counselor and mentor who will provide us with wisdom and guidance, our creator, as well as a religious advisor. Someone who is, it says set in their ways, but I don't like that phrase. Someone who knows why they are the way that they are. Someone who is mindful. Someone who is aware. I like that better. Someone who is mindful and someone who is aware of reasons. This is someone who does things with a purpose behind them, with intent, with mindfulness, meaning right? A religious, a spiritual individual, a mentor of sorts, okay? So what I mean by that is most of us, prior to our awakening, do things because that's how everybody else does them. That's the opposite for this individual. They do things. There's a reason they do the things that they do, because of the lessons that they have learned. Remember your lessons. It's also an indication of economic, religious, political, social. Okay, so now, after I started reading this, where I'm going with this is this may be someone, an economic advisor, a religious advisor, a political advisor, a social or family advisor, an educational advisor, social welfare, as well as a medical advisor. Now, separately, this card is also telling us now is the time to conform to convention. 0 rocking the boat, fire signs. We may also take part in a traditional ceremony, or we may start creating new traditions and rituals of our own. So that's funny. The shoulders and the arms. This is a leader. This is someone that people look up to. These individuals are looking up to this individual. This is also a balanced individual. See the 2 pillars? They're a pillar in their community. Somehow, some way, they are a pillar in our community. Okay, so now the 7 of Wands. This is someone who has created their guidelines for their life based on the lessons they've learned and the experiences they've been through. Taking part in a traditional ceremony or creating new traditions and rituals of your own. This is someone who may do things a little differently. However, there's a reason. There's a reason for every little thing that they do. Okay? So the 7 of Wands. Represented by Leo. Standing up for beliefs, defending our corner, protective, determined, stamina, holding our own, taking the high road, maintaining control, assertive, relentless, strong will, busy, hectic. So, standing up for what we believe in, holding our own. It signifies taking the high road, maintaining control, and being strong-willed. Someone who is protective, defensive, assertive, as well as relentless, determined, and maybe a little territorial. And life may be busy and hectic at this time, presently. However, we have the stamina to endure. God, our Creator, if He puts all of these other wands in front of us, grabbing for our time and our attention, God also is developing our endurance and our strength and our stamina through this process. And again, because we're in the Ten of Wands reversed energy, no is our best defense to all of these scenarios, all of these experiences, however they resonate for you. I mean, literally the figure is like, no, back off, back off. So doing things traditionally. Well, let me get to the Ace of Swords and then we'll kind of start decoding the message, so to speak. New ideas, new plans, intellectual ability, victory, success, mental clarity, clear thinking, breakthroughs, ability to concentrate, communication, realizing the truth, vision, force, focus, intensity, stimulating people and stimulating environments, new beginnings, new projects, justice, assertiveness, authority, authoritative individual, making the best decisions. Represents new ideas, new beginnings, new projects, new plans, as well as breakthroughs, mental clarity. Indication of intellectual ability, mental clarity, clear thinking, and the ability to concentrate. Signifies clear, comprehensive, and concise communication, vision, focus, as well as intensity. We will make the best decisions, and we will be assertive, and it represents justice and authority. Indication of good news in relation to legal matters or legal contracts and letters that are to our benefit. Remember our lessons. I told you that's the message that popped in my head before I even pulled the clarifiers. Remember our lessons. Our shoulders and our arms. We may feel like we're carrying the weight of the world. Our best defense is no. Traditional institutions, traditional values, conformity. It's like everyone else, it's like other energies are wanting us to go against the grain. No rocking the boat. Remember our lessons. The truth will come. We will understand, however this resonates for us. We're going to meet an individual who is very traditional. So traditional manners. Use traditional manners with this respected individual. Hierophant. The Hierophant, the High Priestess, the Magician, those are also indications of individuals in our environment. They're also messages for us. So this is someone presently who's very traditional. And there's a reason for everything that they do. This individual has a lot of respect. This individual has earned this respect. So don't rock the boat with this individual. Avoid rocking the boat with this individual, with this spiritual advisor, this religious advisor. I say advisor, kindly forgive me. It's a general term, but traditional. This is like a community leader. This is a leader, whether it's a religious leader, a spiritual leader, or a leader in the community, meaning political, social, economic, educational. Again, this is someone who has earned their position. Maintain the high road. This individual will provide us with wisdom and guidance. So how does the Seven of Wands play into that? Making the best decisions. Ace of Swords. Good news. By taking the high road with this individual, we are receiving truths. This individual will challenge us. Standing up for beliefs, defending our corner, being protective, determined. Take the high road with this individual. What I'm getting, this is our truth. Clear thinking. We may be all foggy-brained in the beginning. We may not understand where it's coming from. But when the time is right, we will speak our truth. We will have mental clarity to clearly, comprehensively, and concisely speak our truth. That's what I'm getting. Someone who's set in their ways. And I say set in their ways, but again, this is an individual who has reasons for the things that they believe and the way they behave, and meaning their mannerisms and their interactions with individuals. This is someone who has earned this position. Earned this respect. Actually, what I'm getting is if we're being challenged, remember our lessons. This is what I'm getting. Avoid rocking the boat, fire signs. We have two options. We can speak our truth, or we can take the high road. This is the best, making the best choices. This is the best option. When we are presented with an opportunity of the choice, are we going to rock the boat, or are we going to avoid rocking the boat? Are we going to speak our truth? Are we going to maintain the high road? Standing up for what I believe in. What I believe in is when I'm challenged, I turn my back. I I know my beliefs. I understand my values. I know why I do the things that I do. And it's not our job to defend ourselves verbally. Our actions speak for us. Yeah. The Hierophant has two fingers up there, has two fingers up. I mean, the thumb is also up like that, but what I'm getting is two choices. Two choices. Speak our truth. Standing up for what we believe in. They are separate. Two choices. We may be publicly challenged. Well, how we handle that. I'll leave the, I gotta find it. I'll leave the quote in the description box below. We don't address public challenges. That's just putting energy into the scenario. It's creating drama, for lack of a better term. It's creating a circumstance it's like an energetic trap. To remove, it's like, hey, don't look at what the right hand's doing, or look at the right hand so you don't see what the left hand is doing. That's what it is. And we don't participate in those. We say no. Knowing our truth. Everyone is entitled to their opinions, to their beliefs. Everyone. That's what's so wonderful about America. Freedom. So maintain the high road with this individual. Honor them. Provide the respect that their position has provided them. This masculine individual, this masculine energy. Maintain the high road with this male, with this masculine individual. They're someone who's highly respected. And it's okay if we think and believe differently. It's okay. Everyone is entitled to their thoughts, their opinions, their beliefs, their values, their religion, their spirituality. It's like this challenge is meant to make things opaque, to cloud our judgment, but we'll see it. We'll cut right through all of that. We'll cut right through it. We'll see it. And what we do, we shake the dust off. That is the only, but standing up for our beliefs and taking the high road. We avoid rocking the boat. We avoid doing this in front of them, right? We just smile and turn around and walk away. We keep our mouth shut. We don't put any time and energy into the act, the statement, the challenge. That's how we avoid rocking the boat. Then, the High Priestess. Represented by the moon for intuition, memory. Somehow, some way, we've been in this scenario before. In this scenario, memory. It's also represented by the lymphatic system, which is the network of tissues and organs that rid the body of toxins. Only, we don't do it where other people are watching. I do it on video for you guys, but I don't actually do that in my own life because I understand that that can be a catalyst that can be received as a response. So we smile and we turn around and we walk away. That's what we do. The High Priestess. Ridding the body of toxins, removing ourselves from a lower vibrational scenario. Desirability, mystery, sensuality, spirituality, thirst for knowledge, subconscious, higher power, creativity, and fertility. This is someone who's also a pillar of the community. Balance. We possess intuition. We understand mystery. We're sensual, as well as utilizing our common sense. Now is the time to trust our gut, to trust our instincts, and go with our gut feeling. Pay attention to our dreams and signs. The universe is sending us fire signs. By bettering ourselves, we'll have victory. We'll have victory. This individual has reasons for why they do what they do. They're entitled to those reasons. Same reason we are entitled to our thoughts and our beliefs and our reasons. Just smile and walk away. Pay attention to the dreams, to the signs, the things we see, the conversations we hear. So if we feel as if we're being disrespected in a group of individuals, we just walk away. We just get up and walk away. And we remove ourselves from the scenario. Because we're grounded. We're grounded. And that shows that we're bettering ourselves. Shows that we avoid taking risks. And that's where victory comes from. We will soon become aware of information and an opportunity that will benefit us. We will see. We will see. She's holding the Torah. So following our own moral compass, abiding by our integrity, by our morals, by our ethics. And I think from walking away, an opportunity will present itself for bettering ourselves, okay? So the King of Pentacles. This is a mature, grounded male, masculine energy, successful, wealthy, businessman, bettering ourselves, avoid taking risks, empire, thriving, high status. So, okay, I just had something. I'm going to get to it now while I'm thinking about it. Individual, individual, individual. Victory for us. Victory for this individual. Victory for this individual. Maybe not so much for this one. We achieve victory by walking away, by smiling first, being pleasant as we smile. Not the ha 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 ha. You know, our body language is important. Common sense, bettering ourselves. Our body language is extremely important. Our facial expressions, our tone of voice, extremely important through this scenario to avoid rocking the boat. So there's already, I'm going to say this is us, fire signs. This is us, fire signs, wands. Four individuals. The Hierophant, the High Priestess, the King of Pentacles, and us. And we can also, us, fire signs, embody the High Priestess energy, embody the King of Pentacles energy. So potentially 2 individuals, up to as many as 4. And that's interesting because, and I'm going to get back to the King of Pentacles. So the 6 of Wands comes before the 7 of Wands, numerical order, correct? However, this is present energy and this is future energy. And there are 6 wands down here. So it's like 6 individuals, 6 comments. It's like the people that were on the other side in the beginning of the challenge with the different opinions, the different values, the different traditions, the different beliefs, perfectly acceptable. In our future, they're going to be cheering us on. By utilizing our common sense, by bettering ourselves, by avoiding taking risks and avoiding silly gambles, and avoiding rocking the boat with this individual. That's why I said our tone of voice is going to be important. Our body language is going to be important. That's why we don't do this in public. I do it on camera just as like a visual aid, if that makes sense. Because I understand that if I were to do that in the face of the Hierophant, that would be the opposite of maintaining the high road. That would be the opposite. Memory, intuition, subconscious. So we will have victory fire signs, as well as this King of Pentacles energy will also have victory by following our integrity, following our morals, our roadmap, our compass. Okay, so now back to the King of Pentacles energy. So mature, grounded male, masculine energy. Successful, wealthy businessman, bettering ourselves, avoids risk-taking, empire, thriving, high status, stability, security, enterprising, provider, cautious, careful, loyal, faithful, dependable, supporting, encouraging, conservative, principled, reaching goals, hard work paying off, and seeing things through to the end. This represents bettering oneself, hard work paying off, reaching goals, seeing things through to the end, and being proud of our achievements. We will be so proud of ourselves. And everyone else will too. Reaching high social status, as well as being enterprising, resourceful, and principled. As a person, this is a mature, successful, grounded man who is good in business, patient, stable, secure, loyal, as well as a hard worker. He's a generous provider and is the opposite of careless or frivolous with his wealth. And he avoids gambling and taking silly risks because he's conservative. He's also faithful as well as a protector. He's a great father in terms of providing stability and security. He may be an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Okay, so folks, however this scenario resonates for us presently, there's two ways to handle this scenario. The first is if our perception is that we are being challenged, standing up for our beliefs. If we are publicly challenged, what we do first and foremost is we smile and we turn around and we walk away. Then, if we choose to, two choices, two fingers. How we handle this is we go to that individual in private, the opposite of public. We go to that individual in private and we try to share our truth with this individual, to compromise and get on common ground with this individual. Okay? Then we give it time and see if they are actually going to do the things they've said to do when we go our separate ways in private. And then see how they continue to behave. Now, if the individual continues the challenging behavior after we've had the private meeting, the second time, 2 fingers, the second time we address this individual, we address them in private again with 2 or 3 witnesses. So this is a larger private meeting, okay? 2 or 3 witnesses to back up and verify our conversations, to back up and verify that these are the things that we said, and this is how we behaved, and this is how our tone of voice was. And then we resolve things and go our separate ways. Then we give it time. And if the individual still continues, then we address it publicly. That is how we address it appropriately. That is how I would address it appropriately according to my compass and my roadmap. Then the second option is just ignoring it. Ignore it completely. Don't even put the time and energy into those meetings. Now, if it's necessary, then do so. For me, I don't see the value. As of yet, I personally do not see the value in putting myself in a position to address the conflict. The reason being, it's best just to turn your back and walk away with your head held high, because everyone's entitled to their opinions, to their beliefs, to their values, whether we agree with them or not. And when it comes to traditional beliefs and values and things of that nature, how often do you think that we are going to change the mind of someone when it comes to why they do the things they do? For the most part, they are going to stick to their beliefs and their values and their roadmap. So, foresight, knowing that in advance, addressing them in private, whether it's the first meeting or the second meeting, it's just a waste of time and energy. Again, an energetic trap. Trying to draw us in to conflict and drama and lower vibrational scenarios. That's what it is. So, by bettering ourselves, by avoiding taking risks, by avoiding even putting ourselves in that position, by being cautious, by being careful, and see, the King of Pentacles, he's got his eyes closed and his head up. Head held high. Don't even address it. It's not necessary. The intention, look at this so you don't see what's going on here. That's the intention. It's a distraction. That's all it is. It's a distraction. We know that. Common sense. We understand mysteries. We understand formulas. We understand codes. And that's how we achieve victory. Because we understand those strategies. Card at the bottom of the deck, taking a leap of faith. The hero. They want us to look like fools. But we avoid it. Because we are the opposite of fools. Card at the bottom of the deck for the minor arcana. Queen of Swords. We've gained wisdom and strength and knowledge from being fools in our past. How we fight, how we stand our corner, is we shake the dust off. This is actually very loving and nurturing energy without taking any BS. So be loving, be nurturing. This is another individual. 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 5 individuals now. I believe there's a 6th one. 6 wands. There's actually 7 wands in this card. There's 6 individuals. And the 6th one we're not aware of. The 6th one has not presented themselves. Unless it's the Fool. But we're the opposite of the Fool. Appearance. We're meant to portray the Fool. Let me back up. That's the intention of this individual. To have us look foolish. We're quite the opposite. We're loving. We're motherly. We're nurturing. And how we cut a scenario and end an energetic trap is smile, turn around, and walk away. Bettering ourselves. Being cautious. And we will be the hero in this scenario. We will be victorious. And we will turn everyone that was against us. They'll come to our side. This is also successful campaigns. Political. The tides will switch. the individuals who were attempting to make us look foolish, in the end, will be celebrating with us. They'll see the winning side. They'll see that our actions speak louder than our words. They'll see wisdom, experience, truth, knowledge, the next to highest level. And the Oracle card, Gabriel, Angel of Heralds. Heralds, attempting to get us to respond and attempting to make us look foolish. Gabriel, Angel of Heralds, the guardian that stands beside the gateway between Angelarium and the rest of existence. Gabriel's lantern points into the seething darkness. Its light breaks open the unknown and banishes doubt. There's nothing, there's zero things that need to be said, zero action that needs to be taken regarding this scenario, regarding this individual. By us being cautious and being careful and walking away, all doubt later on will be seen. All doubt will be squashed. There is certainty in this light. It fills us. This angel issues no command. It doesn't need to. Shine, little light, shine. The impetus for action burns in us. In fact, we burn in it, fueling this light. Suddenly, we will burst forth, blazing the way, piercing the dark, leaving change in our wake. Change. There's going to be a change of sides. There's light everywhere we tread. We are the light of Gabriel's lantern. The might of this angel does not command us. It aims us. Signs, a lantern, a mirror, a discovery. The intention, fire signs, is for us to appear foolish, is for us to appear naive, inexperienced. This is the opposite of all of those things. It's the opposite of being naive. It's the opposite of inexperience. We see patterns. We understand mysteries. We understand codes. And victory is our outcome. We're heavily protected. We're heavily guarded, as well as directed. So, fire signs presently, we have two choices. We can speak our truth, or we can smile and walk away. I recommend smiling and walking away. I'll see you folks next week. Bye.